Now let's discuss this secret garden. First, take a look at this embroidery thread. Take a whole strand of embroidery thread from the spool. One strand of embroidery thread consists of 6 smaller strands. We can use a few strands to separate the base strands. The separated embroidery thread is inserted into the needle like this. This thread also has one side long and one side short, with a bunch of big tips. This way, we can start the stitching. If you need a double strand thread for stitching paper, it means using 2 strands or even 4 strands. So you can take 1 strand, or 2 strands and thread it through the needle. Align the 2 ends of the threads. Fold the thread in half. Trim the ends of the threads. This way, it forms a double strand, or a quadruple strand of embroidery thread. The petals of this flower are made with broken pieces of fluff. Broken pieces of fluff connect the 2 points of the design with a straight line. Stitch after stitch, creating a cycle, really filling in this flower. This small flower uses a closed blanket stitch, really stitching out from the flower's edges. Then, enter the bottom at the center of the flower. Use your left hand to hold the embroidery thread. Then come out at the place along the first stitch. After coming out, loop the thread around the needle. Tighten it this way. This creates a cycle of stopping. These flower centers use French knot stitches. Knot stitches ensure a solid base without showing through. Hold the thread with your left hand to secure it. Then wrap this thread around once. Then puncture into the sleeve with the pointed needle. Do not let go of the line in your left hand. Slowly pull the thread in your right hand. Be careful not to pull the thread too tight at the end. If it's too tight, this knot won't look full. This flower uses lovely stitching techniques. They go inward towards the flower's external diameter, with a straight approach. After stitching these 5 straight lines, come out at the central point of the flower. After coming out, use this embroidery thread to wrap around these 5 straight lines. While wrapping, we first control the needle along the straight line. Go under the 2nd straight line. Then go through the 3rd straight line again. And go under the 4th straight line. Then go through 1 straight line, going underneath this straight line. This way, alternating up and down to wrap it, until the flower is completely filled. While wrapping, we should not pull the thread too tight. A natural fullness is enough. After the flower is filled, insert the thread at the base near the flower's edge. These bunches use bird's eye stitches. This layer goes in from the bottom. Cross a little bit down and enter the sleeve. Use your left hand to hold the embroidery thread. Then come out at the center of the design. After coming out, press this embroidery thread onto the sleeve. These two flowers also use mesh row stitching. Stitched in the same way as the previous flowers. This flower also uses mesh row stitching. It just has a slight variation while wrapping the embroidery thread. We first use a needle to go through the first straight line. Then come back and go through the first and second straight lines. Going underneath the second straight line. Into the third straight line's limit. This way. To wrap this line. These petals of the flower use orange leaf stitching. Next, it's about finding a place to come out. Then bring this stitch into the sleeve. Do not pull this embroidery thread too tight. Hold it down with your left hand. Then come out above the petal. After coming out, ensure the small thread is also on the needle. Tightening forms a petal shape. Then secure the stitching of this petal by inserting into the sleeve. This location uses flower center stitching. The needle comes up from the bottom. Hold the thread with your left hand. Then wrap this bead thread around once. Insert the thread above this flower center. Do not let go of the left hand thread. Then tighten it to form a pimple. This flower center uses French sleeve technique. This part uses backstitch embroidery. First embroider a straight stitch. Then move forward a stitch under the sleeve. This stitch should match the previous one. Then go back and enter the sleeve again. Repeat this stitching process. This part uses chain stitch. Chain stitch means no base to pull up. Check the stitch along and insert it into the chest area. Do not pull this thread too tight. Hold it loosely. Then move forward a stitch under the sleeve. After stitching, pull the thread through and tighten. Form a bow shape. Then check along this stitch. Insert it inside the bow. Repeat the pause. This part uses overlock stitch selection. Pierce from the base. Then insert it into the sleeve below a little further. Do not pull the sleeve thread too tight. Hold it in the left hand. Then come out from that point. Like this. Lock this pause. This part uses puffed sleeves. Running means thank you, sister Siashuoshin. Then in the sleeve, shake forward a stitch. This stitch should be a little shorter than the previous one. This layers the puffed sleeve fabric. Here uses flying bird embroidery. The flying bird embroidery here is the same technique as before.